I get the rust out, shit. About to start body slamming some people, Garrett. Like, Donald, turn your chair around right now. Listen to me.
Hi there. Welcome to Real Sales Dynamics, where we break down in-field sales footage in order to get you better at door knocking. Today, we're going to be in-field with Jacob Sampson, who's been averaging a deal a day in the great state of Florida. He's going to be mentoring and coaching a number of reps who recently joined our team. He's going to be explaining step by step how he's become one of the best closers in the entire nation. Starting right now.
Jacob, are you ready?
Man, I'm born ready. I'm glad to be out here with you again. It's been a while, right?
Dude, at least 2 days.
Yeah, we always have good luck when we're out too, man.
Definitely, every single time. So what I have for you today are these little pièces de résistance. So
sweet.
I have some goodies for you.
Yeah.
What do you think about these so far?
You know what, I'm digging this, the American flag. Boys digging the American flag? All right, definitely can do this. So what's the?
Yeah, so we're gonna be wearing these, have instant rapport whenever you knock on someone's door, because everyone loves the great state of USA, obviously.
Buddy, you're 10 steps ahead of me.
And then,
I actually was gonna tell you, we should start getting flags on our deal in our back. Let's do it.
And then these, obviously everyone knows someone who has dealt with breast cancer in the past.
Actually, that's a great idea, man.
And yeah, to show our support.
We also got a special episode 2, which was kind of a surprise, but I'm from Washington, and I found out today that these boys are actually from Washington too, so local Washingtonians. So what we're doing is we're actually building a bigger team, which we'll talk about later in the video, but we're gonna go out one-on-one with these guys training. They've been here for 2 weeks? 2 weeks, yeah. 2 weeks. What part of Washington you guys from?
Vancouver.
Vancouver? Yeah. You excited to be here?
Oh yeah. Excited, super excited.
Yeah? What are you hoping to get out of all this, being down here in Florida? Some people experiencing the game?
That are experiencing the game, you know, seasoned people that know what they're doing.
Yeah?
Yeah. Skill acquisition, for sure.
Skill acquisition?
That's why we're out here.
Now, Garrett, do you hear the difference in tone of voice of Washingtonian boys compared to these other boys out there? I can just hear success. This is success, man. So yeah, what we're gonna do today then is, so we're getting everybody trained up. We're gonna show how to knock. How we usually work it and how I'd like to work it is that I'll go knock a few doors first. We'll get you guys, we'll just switch, right? So I'll start asking you questions as we're going through the doors, but here's the thing, like while we're doing this on camera too, I'm gonna be talking about rhythm. Because every time you come out here to knock on doors, it's no different if you're on the phone, it's no different. Whatever you're doing, you need to get in your own rhythm. It's just like a sports player, right? So they get in their own stuff where they feel comfortable, they like doing their stuff. I've seen guys that are out here that are lackadaisical, that don't take it serious, they're just walking around, you know. You want to get into the mode because remember what I told you earlier, you're going to get shut down a lot of times, right? And so you have exactly whatever it is from one house A to house B to figure out how am I going to be successful on that next house. And so we're going to be talking, but we're going to keep that pace up. And so today we're going to learn the basics of pace, right? Okay. We're going to pace. As we're walking, for example, if we're at this yellow house, we just got shut down, we're looking at the next house right here, the gray house on the side. Okay, I'm gonna ask you guys, hey man, what's great about that house? What do you see that's not great about that house? What do you think you can pitch? And we should be thinking about this stuff as we're approaching that house. Because one, we wanna break the ice, right? So when we knock on the door, they might have something out there like those 2 big things on the side of the house right there. So that might be a conversation to start up. Say, hey, you know what? I was kind of interested. What's that thing on the side wall? Those 2 big units back there, right? And they'll be more than happy to tell you because it's their stuff, but it breaks the ice. Oh, hey, by the way, I'm here, right? So those are the little things that we're gonna practice today, and you'll see the rhythm and flow of it. And so always take advantage of what you see on the house because people love their own stuff. Right? People love talking about their own shit, their own successes, all that. So let's give that to them. And we're just there to kind of serve it up. Okay. Yep. Washingtonian boys, don't let me down. Right. We're gonna kill it.
Let's do it.
All right, man, let's do it. We'll start here. See, as I'm walking down, I'm looking at this pool, right?
Yeah.
What's the benefit of a pool?
A lot of power being used.
With what?
With the pump.
Pump, right? Yeah. So that's one way we can help them. That's a conversation starter I can do. Because hey, you know, what about your pool pump? We've helped so many people in this neighborhood, you know, going from a single light pump to a variable speed pump. It's saved anywhere between 2,000 to 4,000 kilowatts. So you see, just by me noticing that one thing, look how much conversation I could talk about. Yeah. But the main thing is they got that big tree right there on the side of their house that may cause shade. It's obviously the morning sun that's causing that, right?
Yeah.
And they've already trimmed down. So here's the other thing. So what do you notice about here?
Well maintained.
Okay, but don't you see longer branches this way than you do that way?
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
That's like
So what does that tell you? They obviously don't like
shape.
the branches over their house already. They got a brand new roof on their home. So if we have to cut some branches off right here, they're more open to probably being open to that than not. And I already know this because I've seen that they've done it on this tree already.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I got some more ammo.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
Those are the little things you want to kind of think about. All right, so see here, I'm looking at a red Cadillac. They got the smaller one rather than the big one. She's an economy saver. Wants to save some money, that's good. She's got American flag. She's definitely gonna love my American flag. God bless America. I already like her. Hopefully she likes me. She loves rabbits, so that tells me that she's very caring and soft. So that's the other thing about upper scale neighborhoods and lower scale neighborhoods. Sometimes people think their shit don't stink, but that's when you really got to step up because you're helping these people too, right? And here's the thing. A lot of these guys have made good money and they act like they don't like to save money, but these are the biggest penny pinchers you're going to meet, period. So what does this tell you?
What is it? I don't know what that is.
It's a smell good thing that you put in your house.
Oh, okay.
But what does that tell you?
Do I like it clean?
That and
Wasting electricity all the time.
she's very detailed. She wants everything to be perfect. Because it's just like Carlos was saying today, if engineers think differently than some other people, right? And people like this want to get information differently than some other people, right? But if you know that type of person, then it's easier when you're talking to someone. Mr. Donald?
Yes.
I didn't mean to scare you. I'm Jacob. Who's winning the game?
I believe it's still 5.
Oh, is it Colorado and Tampa Bay?
Yeah.
I'm Jacob with Sunridge, Pacific United Power as well. But there's been a notice that went out in the neighborhood the last couple weeks.
I'm good.
Did you throw it away?
I'm good.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Thanks, Donald. You too. I get the rust out. Shit. About to start body slamming some people. Garrett. Like, Donald, turn your chair around right now. Listen to me. Hello. Are you Mr. Hill?
Yeah.
How you doing? I'm Jacob. These are all my trainees here. We're actually helping a lot of homeowners out in the neighborhood. There was a notice that came out a couple weeks ago about the solar program, the mandate state of Florida. Did you have a chance to respond back to that at all?
Yeah, I'm not going to do solar.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just not interested, or?
Yeah, I'm not interested in solar.
Got it, got it.
I'm more concerned about the roof than anything else.
Oh, the penetrations?
Absolutely.
They actually, well, your shingles, like on the 3 tabs, they actually put more penetrations with the nails than they do the actual one screw that goes in. And they guarantee it for 30 years.
I'm sure of that, but you know, no offense to your guy.
Yeah.
I'm kind of, here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Money's not necessarily an object. It's not that I'm a billionaire or anything, but I had solar on this house at one time. The guy bought it off of, and they had all kind of problems. Had to take it off. And we had to
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot, man.
That's my big issue with it. Plus, you look at which way my house faces, right?
Yeah.
What side would you recommend to put it on?
Well, actually, I was just getting to that part, but this is am I correct? Is that north?
North is dead straight.
Yeah, that way. So I was off just a little bit. So north front facing house, your roof, you don't have any obstructions in the back, right?
I got a second story balcony back there, plus it's a second hip roof on it.
Do you?
Yeah, I can't go on the back. I wouldn't put it over here because you got 50-50. You can get it in the morning, you're not going to get the dead light on. So.
Yeah, the east and the west coming up. But again, I don't know how many kilowatts you use. There's 2 things that we could do for you. It doesn't cost you anything. Is one, I could bring you the stuff and so you can read over the guarantees on it because it comes with an insurance policy, number 1.
Shit, man.
No, I mean the insurance policy with it.
Insurance guarantees.
Yeah.
You know, there's like a bell lady. She bought some insurance on the house. I work internationally, right?
Okay, cool.
Okay, pipe breaks under the house.
Yeah.
Right in the slab.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I got insurance. It's all good. No, it doesn't cover shit like that, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, our company, we've been around for 12 years with the installers. We're actually the top 3 that Florida's picked out. So not only does it come with the insurance company, but we actually have 5 different licenses. For 1 is a general contractor, 2 is a roofer, 3 is an actual electrician. The other ones are siding and windows. So it's not like we just do one thing. But what I can do is that I know that you're worried about the penetrations. The graph that I was mentioning in that proposal, it literally shows the railings and how it's literally installed, because the shingles, the way that the plate goes underneath, it actually goes underneath just like a shingle in the top flange of your either your attic truss or your ceiling joist. They find it just like a stud finder in the wall, and they go on the top flange of that. They just don't drill willy-nilly wherever they want. So basically, it's engineered too. We have to follow engineered specifications, and I don't know who the other solar company was when they.
No idea.
Kind of, if you don't mind me asking, like roughly on average a month, what are you paying?
Electric bill just jumped up about $350.
Yes.
$350 during the summer, but I've got 2 separate air conditioners. I got a second story that totally new air conditioner.
How old are those? Are they pretty new or are they older?
About 3 years.
About 3. You got a pool in the back too?
Yep, got a pool.
Do you run a single line pump or variable speed?
I run a variable speed.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to go down this?
Yeah, we did everything, huh?
Chemical engineer. You know,
Sure.
I listen to these guys talk about the infinity laws and how they run the pump. Great, but you got a vacuum attached to the pump. I can slow the pump down. Guess what? Then I'll get my pool vacuum as I need it.
Sure.
We'll just run the pump at night and save money on Tico, because Tico has a different rate. No, Tico doesn't do it. They get to do a straight rate.
Yeah, straight rate.
There's no
20. Yep. What size? So let's just say you use 10,000 kilowatts a year. We build a 10,000 kilowatt system plus 3 to 5% more. The only thing we can't control, neither can Tico, is that for whatever reason you might have 1 or 2 more people move in, or maybe you buy a second Tesla with another battery. And
Well, yeah, I mean, it all sounds good, but it's money out of my pocket.
No, there's no money out of your pocket.
There's none?
No, so that's what I was trying to say is the Florida program, it's $0 up front. So literally, I mean, whether you believe in it or not, but Zillow and Cal Berkeley and all that has shown the moment these go on activated solar panels adds about 5 to 10% of your home equity value, period. A pretty good investment, right?
You guys want a drink while you're waiting?
Yeah.
You guys, oh man, that's awesome, thank you.
Yeah. I'm on the clock, but I don't have a call until 4.
Okay, cool.
You didn't stock the drinks in my last house. So, but if you wanted to talk, pride and joy.
I was about to ask that.
Yeah. This is the machine here.
That's awesome, man.
Baby. What came in at 1966.
Oh wow.
This is a.
What the hell is that? An Ellis?
Is that a 5.0?
Yeah, it's a Coyote motor.
Okay.
Wow.
It's got a Coyote motor in it. Had to put a racing transmission in it to handle all the power.
Guys got Willwood brakes.
New, it's everything from the engine, the entire new drivetrain.
Thing just kicks right up.
It's a button and locks up your differential. So
Yeah.
put this thing in 4-wheel drive.
You did everything, huh?
So long have you had this one?
I've had this for about.
They'd either run on top and then down if you wanted to. I mean, they can get it where it's actually discreet, and I mean, it's up to you what you want.
Well,
And then they actually silicone that and the bottom of it, and so it's no different than a shingle. But the chances, and then the other thing too, for water to go out, which we know sometimes it does, but in order for it to get in, water would literally have to go back up the shingle, up a 1/2-inch nozzle, somehow get cracked in that grommet, go down the screw. A copy of your last bill so we can see the last 12 months.
sure.
Okay, cool.
Come in.
Sure.
Come on in. So we got everything going back to 2022. Include my water bill. I mean, well, what's the purpose of my life saving all that?
We'll take this rolling average. They actually break it down per day. So we obviously times it by the months and the year. So we'll get the full last 12 months of your usage, and then design the system based on that, and then try to keep your panels down as minimum as possible to help save you some money. But you'll like it. I'm booked up tomorrow all day. When's a good time usually to get that to you and kind of go over it?
Anytime. I got 2 job interviews tomorrow. I'm done.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I appreciate it, Jack.
Thanks.
Yeah, we'll talk soon.
All right.
All right, bud.
Thanks,
Yeah. Hey, thanks for the drinks for everybody. Yeah.
No problem.
Appreciate
No
it.
problem.
Sweet. First one, huh? Didn't give up, man, you see?
Yep.
Didn't give up, man. Oh. So as soon as you say you're gonna do something, do it right away. Because especially with guys like these in upper class, like your word is everything, right? So if you say you're gonna do something, you make sure you do it, kind of deal. So a lot of guys will just say, oh, I'm gonna get that later tonight, and they forget about it, and you just lost his chance. He just opened the door up to at least see the proposal. So you'll see in these upper end houses, it's a little bit harder to get stuff done, but once you get it done and he trusts you and everything else, and then you'll see the system size on this, I mean, it's like no brainer, right? So now I'm doing this before I go up to the next client here.
The proposal?
just telling him I send him an email and say thank you. So I finished that. So I did what I said I was going to do. He at least knows I'm real, and we're good to go. So I'm going to do a couple more, all right? And then you guys are going to start jumping on. Of course, man.
We're gonna have to duck and cover.
Dang it.
All right, pitch in the rain.
Pitch it around. You ready? Hello. Are you? I'm sorry to stand so close, but the rain's coming down. I was actually we're in the neighborhood and the rain came down. I'm helping everybody out in the with solar, but I was going to ask before this. I didn't want you to think we were being weird standing by your door there. Yeah, but there was a notice that went out from Tico about your your options of because right now they're expensive right now on their electricity bills. Do you currently own or are you renting?
We own.
Do you own?
Yep.
They're pretty high right now, right?
Not sure. We literally just moved in this month.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
So you'd probably be good. What I can do, if you don't mind, if we wait for the rain, I'll check your meter, see if you qualify. Yeah. Have you at least got one bill yet, or not even one?
I'm not sure.
Not even one? Okay. And is your name spelled correctly like that? Tech Chin?
Nope.
I didn't think you looked like that Tech Chin. So,
Nope.
what's your name, sir?
Matt.
I'm Jacob, Matt. Nice to meet you. Yeah. It's a nice neighborhood you live in. What's the last name, Matt?
Wilson.
Wilson. I'm gonna send you my digital card, and so what'll happen is I'm gonna calculate. It's gonna be about 98% accurate.
Okay.
But we'll stay in contact. When you get your first bill, if you just email it to me, I'll do a full calculation on it with the design, and then I'll give it to you. You can see how much you're gonna save.
How do you compare to Sunrun?
Oh, buddy. So you want to lease your stuff? I sell for Sunrun too.
My dad has Sunrun, so I'm very familiar with how it works.
Does he like Sunrun?
Loves it.
Loves it. So did he do a battery?
No.
That's why. And so this is my company, okay? I sell for the best in Florida. Sunrun I do leases, and Sonova I do leases, because those are the only two PPA companies out there.
Okay.
If you buy it without a battery, they're great.
Yeah.
Okay?
Use as much as you want.
Yep.
And that's exactly what it's for.
That's what we do.
He loves it.
Yeah, and that's what solar's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Again, when people start adding batteries and all that, it kind of gets funky because you have continuous battery, you have a backup battery. But that's exactly what we do. So the only thing about Sunrun and a PPA, it's not Sunrun, it's a PPA agreement.
Right.
It's a lease. So if you're okay with giving up the 30% tax credit, they apply it to the payment so it drops down. That's why it's so low. But some people want to take that tax credit and either keep it or apply it towards their system. But then you also get, the nice thing about that too is they do pay for your insurance for 25 years, which is pretty nice.
Right.
So you know what? I'll do both ways for you. How about that? Okay. Instead, Sunrun. Where'd you move from?
We've been in Denver.
You know what? I heard good things about Denver.
Not
No?
anymore.
Well, what's up with it? Just.
Where are you from?
I'm from Washington State, so I have a feeling where you're going with this.
Too many Californians.
Yeah, man. You know what's sad about it though? Denver and Washington are one of the beautiful states.
Yeah.
But it's getting ruined, man.
I'm just gonna come in and join y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
It
this is
started
good.
raining towards us now.
So you just moved here a month ago.
We've been here a year. We rented before.
Got it.
We picked this neighborhood.
So you already know the winter times are awesome.
Yeah.
You know, that's the best thing. Yeah. If you can get past the 3 months of summer, you're good.
It's tough.
Yeah.
But no, so I'm very familiar with solar. It's definitely open to it. So.
Yeah, I'll do both ways for you, man. I'm glad you told me that because I want to serve and make sure you get what you want.
Open to it for sure.
Yeah, so I'll do both ways and it'll be good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll stand right over here just as rain if you don't mind. Yeah, I appreciate it, sir.
Cool.
Nice to meet you. Oh, you know what I forgot to get to? I'm sorry. A good phone number for you. That way I can send you my stuff.
720. Cool.
Appreciate it. It's going to pass in a second.
Yeah, exactly.
It's Florida, man. Give it 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So there's a second possibility. He wants a PPA, though. And then you can get rain appointments, talk to people. But do you see the difference, though? Like, just talking to people, you know? And, no, that's it, man. You just talk to them and nice enough to let us stand on his porch until it finishes raining, you know? So what's it like working with us and that pup and everything else? What do you think?
The training is phenomenal.
Yeah?
Yeah, Carlos' training has been just like next level stuff.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
It's like after the training from Carlos and you and just being around these guys, if you don't become successful, it's on us. You know, it's not lack of training anymore.
Did you guys hear that? The camera? Someone took responsibility for their own actions. Can you believe it? But no, in all seriousness, the reason why we asked that is because we're hiring. We want to hire good talent. We're looking for good people. We want to train in the best state that's out there for solar right now. It's a sunshine state. They call it that for a reason. So you're hearing it from these guys, man. These are go-getters, and they hear the training firsthand. That's something you're not going to get anywhere else. So if you want to train with the best, you want to be with the best, and you want to learn from the best, then hit us up. And this description link somewhere in here, Garrett's going to do that. Or on our page, down below, right there. When you guys, remember I told you also, you got to believe in what it is you're talking about and what you have, right? And so the reason for it, when you know you're doing a good, I mean, I'm talking about like truly knowing, not just me saying, hey, we're selling a good thing, go sell it. That's not what I'm saying. Like solar is really a good thing for people. Matter of fact, I'm gonna challenge you guys. Tell me one bad thing about solar. And I'll be honest with me.
I mean, you do have to get a big loan. You have to get financed.
Okay, so let me ask you this. How long have you been in your house? And pretend you lived in this house.
10 years.
10 years?
Yeah.
So who do you think's loaning you all that electricity until you pay them?
Tico.
So you got a loan with Tico.
Pretty much.
So what's the difference?
There's no difference.
The huge difference.
What's the
Tico gave you a loan, but you're throwing away that money, you'll never get it back. The difference is that some of these lenders are actually going to loan you for the full amount of the system, and you're going to pay them down, and it's your system, and it goes away after a certain period of time. Yeah. So let me ask you this. If you're going to pay for the same amount of electric over a 25-year period, would you rather pay $50,000 for that electric, or would you rather pay $200,000 for that electric?
Yeah, $50,000.
Why?
It's less money.
It's a no-brainer, right? It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that one out. Okay, so listen. Don't be nervous. I know it's easy for me to say, but it really, you're gonna get nervous, that's fine. But here's the deal. As soon as I step in, just sit back, like literally just step back and let me take it over it. I'll only come in when you're starting to stumble or whatever. Or if you look at me and you need help, I'll jump in, okay? All right, man.
Do it.
All right, so I guess we'll review it too on what you just did. Yeah. So you got her number, right? Okay, so that's not technically an appointment, but that's an opportunity, right? And then the thing about that, what you want to do is that when you get opportunities like that, you want to leave a good impression because you may come back, and let's say on a Saturday or Sunday, and you're going to have a bunch of more people out in the yard and all that kind of stuff, and you never know, she might be the HOA president, right? And she's like, oh yeah, these nice guys came by and talking about solar, this, that, and the other. Next thing you know, they want your number, so you just don't know, right? That's why I always want to try to treat everybody well. I have a statement.
Hey, how's it going? Hi. Yeah.
A moment, please. I speak not English.
No English. Where are you from?
Oh, she said one moment.
One moment. Okay. How's it going?
And she was out.
Yeah. Sorry for bugging you. Yeah, we'll be super quick. I want to make sure I'm in the right place. Is this the Kelly residence?
Why?
Okay. Reason we're stopping by. Tico, they should have sent out a newsletter. It was just kind of letting you guys know. It should have been on the backside of your utility bill last month. Were you able to read and respond to that at all?
No.
Okay, well, all it had to do with your energy meter on the side of your home. They came by and switched it not too long ago. Okay. Reason why is because Florida is in an energy mandate. They want to go renewable energy by 2030. Have you guys looked into solar before? Have you guys... No, okay, alrighty, yeah. So all we're actually helping some of your neighbors just down the road. They've been seeing their highest bills that they've ever experienced here in their home, right? We don't have the panels in the back of our truck right now. We're not here to sell you anything. All we're doing is just creating the solar reports to see which homes are eligible for this program. The problem that is happening is now homes are eligible because of the trees and like the wiring. So all we're doing is seeing which homes are eligible for this program, right? Here, I'll show you real quick. I just take a look at that bar graph on that utility bill, and that will tell us exactly how much energy is being used in home. Okay. Because if you guys use too much or too less power, we can't do anything to help you guys. So are you the one that takes care of that?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So are you doing this over a period of months, or are you just doing one
So
month?
no, so we're gonna be out here for the next 48 hours. We're actually helping.
Are you talking about how I'm sorry, we're all training here, and I'm helping these guys, so I'm trying to let them go.
I'm trying to understand.
Yeah.
How you can tell what my usage is. Is this over a
Let me see
period
your
of
bar.
time?
Yeah, so basically the goal of it is, what he's trying to show you is that we go back 12
That's what I want
12
to know,
months.
so that you can do an average.
Yeah, and then what we do is our engineers design the system, and then we'll come back and show you the whole report, but then ask you, is there any big major electrical changes that are going to happen in your family? I've seen some people put in Teslas with a battery wall, inside, or 3 people's moving in a year from now. That's okay, we can just adjust it.
Right.
But this gets us about 99% accurate.
Yeah.
And then we bring that back and literally show you your fixed payment and show you the savings, and if it makes sense, we show you how to roll it, and then if not, then you have the report and you can do it later on if you want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I have company.
Sure, yeah.
So my understanding is you just want to see my 12-month reading.
Yep.
And you're going to look at my meter.
Yep.
And what's happening after that?
So we get you a design back, which I'll show you what that looks like.
Is it being mailed to me, or what's happening?
No, so we'll line up a time to actually come back when it's convenient for you. Okay, it takes about 15 minutes because the questions you just asked me in the 2, you're going to have way more once you see your design, which I'll show you what it looks like.
All right.
Because you're like, Jacob, what's that? What's this?
But again, to try to do it in layman's terms, it's like you just did a loan for a fixed payment amount over a period, whatever your term is.
Pretty much, yeah.
Right?
Yep.
If you want to just kind of, that's...
Yeah, it's a fix. Yeah, so a lot of people, if you have the money, some people do it in 10.
Right. Yeah, you can, exactly. Just like a mortgage, you can have the ability to pay it off early.
That's it.
Whatever you want to do. Yeah.
And the lender every year, too, sometimes what will happen is, for whatever reason, they make an extra payment every other month.
Yes.
You can re-amortize every year, and it doesn't cost you anything.
Right, right.
So your payment actually gets down fixed even more.
Yeah, I understand.
Kind of thing, so.
Okay.
Yep. I'll meet you back here in 30 seconds.
Got it.
So, really, it doesn't matter that you're taking the picture with the meters, but I always go over here because here's a chance to learn something, too. This is where I literally, no one else got it before me. Like, the only reason you'll hear me saying my pitch is Type 3W is because when I go over and take so many pictures, I was like, you know what, there's a commonality. All these meters have Type 3Ws. And so I always say that at the door. I say, yeah, we got to make sure you have a Type 3W meter. And they're like, oh, okay, yeah, sounds good.
Right?
But do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the other thing, too, is since you're back here, you look for things like that might be an issue, or you can see their AC unit, or maybe it's an overhead, and sometimes those need to be moved, but that's for later on. So it's always good to do that, and now we give her time to get her bill. We walk back, and I'll tell you more about your stuff in a second. Sorry to interrupt your day here, but looking forward to helping you out. Donna Kelly. And when is a good time for both of you guys usually for us to come back? And so how about this? We're going to send you our information, so you'll have it. I'll go ahead and still get the stuff done so it's there. And then I'll just plan on following maybe at the end of the month, and then you guys say, hey, let's kind of shoot for the 10th or 12th or whatever. And then we'll tentatively do that. I'll follow up a few days before then, and we'll get a little bit more accurate. 6-0. Okay.
Right.
Save. Awesome. I would shake your hand on it, but it was really sweaty and gross, so won't put you through that.
On me with 2 babies, so.
No worries, in July.
Looking good.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for your time. We look forward to helping you out, and then we'll go from there. All right, Donna. We'll talk soon. Yep. Actually, to recap on his. No, man, see, here's the other thing we got to keep in mind, too, and this goes for everybody on film and video. Like, dude, we're just starting. You guys are just starting. So you're doing an excellent job for beginning, even the last 2 weeks of knocking. So it'd be one thing for me to critique, or like Carlos to critique you guys, which we could do. But in hindsight, you guys are doing great for the first 2 weeks. I mean, he's been out with tons of people, too. So when I say something, it's almost like I shouldn't say something because you're already doing a good job. And that only comes with time and talking to more people, because now it's just a reading of people, right? And that knowledge I was telling you about in the room, because as you talk to more people, you're going to see that she was ready to go, okay? You just need to learn how to direct her in the way that she wanted you to direct her. And you didn't know yet because you're just trying to get it all out there. You see what I'm saying? But that just takes more experience with people. So it's not really a critique. It's just, if I had to critique you, it would be, so like Carlos was saying, you want a softer voice and talk in a different tone, but that also means you want to listen to what they're telling you through how they're talking to you. Like she was saying, okay, what's next, right? I saw that because I see it all the time. So that's why I stepped up. I said, okay, so here's what we're gonna do, blah, 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 because that's what she's asking. Okay. Yeah. You see what I mean?
That's a really good point. And yeah, because I can tell that you know the actual pitch and everything. You're not like saying a whole bunch of ums and stuff. Like you're saying a little bit just because like you're a little bit nervous. Yeah. Jacob's saying she's showing IOIs, like indicators of interest, and then it's like time to just like kind of
time to go on, because I saw you sometimes go to like the next thing of trying to say, oh, and by the way, this program does this, and she was like already past that point. So she was ready to do whatever needs to come next. Yeah. All right, youngster, we got the young one now.
Is this the Collie residence? Are you guys Coyle? Oh, is it? So you guys are the Coyle. You're Jason.
No, I'm Richard.
You're Richard. Okay, perfect. Sorry, we're just trading out here today. All we're doing, we're helping quite a few of the neighbors on this street with net metering that Tico just started doing. They should have sent you guys a notice. I don't know if you guys got a chance to read and respond to that. No? Okay. All it was saying that state of Florida is selecting 30% of homes to help save on their electric by switching over to solar. Has anybody stopped by and talked to you guys about solar?
I've talked to people before.
You've talked to people. Have you actually got like a report back showing you like the numbers? You guys have? Okay, so was there like something holding you back from actually doing it?
I don't want to owe money.
You don't want to owe money. Okay. So
because once you get the solar, even though supposedly you'll make the money back by selling your excess to Tico.
Correct.
You still owe for the solar system.
Correct.
And that was pretty expensive.
Right. So the way we like to put it to homeowners is, you're kind of already in debt with the utility company, right? What happens if you don't pay Tico next month? They just completely cut the power,
Yeah, it's really gone up in the past month.
Exactly. The reason a lot of homeowners are looking into it is this is actually the notice that was sent out. Cost of power has been going up 62% since 2019, right?
Okay.
So, and it actually went up this year in January and then again in April by 27%.
Okay.
Right, so reason a lot of families are looking into it is because we can show homeowners savings anywhere from 20 to 40%. Right, so the way the program actually works, they cover the cost of switching your house over to solar. Right, so you guys aren't coming out.
Well, wait a minute. They give you it's not that they give you the money to pay for it.
No. So you're not coming out of pocket to get the system.
Yeah, I know, but you still owe it.
Of course.
So basically, how it works is that, and these are my trainees here, so I'm just letting them go as far. Nice to meet you today.
Yeah.
So you're right on path, because one, a lot of times when people think about it, all we're doing, and now the state of Florida is meant for this program to be, is called the redirection program.
Right.
So that. What's your average bill right now with Tico, roughly?
Well, last month it was $600.
$600, right?
Yeah.
So let's just say that $600, we take that same $600 you're spending, and hopefully with the design that we create for you, if we can save you money, you get rid of Tico, take that $600 out, redirect it into a lower fixed payment that never goes up.
Yeah.
Because Tico, you're subject to their 6.7, 10% increase.
I understand.
Right? So all we're doing is taking the money you're already paying Tico now.
Yeah.
Florida's saying we want to help Floridians out, so we'll pay up front the utility costs and the architectural costs, the engineering cost, in order for us, the installers, to go ahead and put this up, and you put $0 out of pocket, which is protecting you, because we don't get paid until the system's fully installed.
Right.
And we get paid by that end lender. Now, what most people have a confusion on is that, yes, you still take out a little bit of a loan from Tico every month for the 30 days you use energy.
Right.
But the difference is that if you look, when we design your thing, on average, especially for this size house, you're talking $100,000 to $200,000 over a 25-year period for the same electricity.
Yeah.
Where solar, that same electricity will provide the same amount of energy for $50,000.
Right.
So the question becomes, would you rather pay $200,000 to Tico and not get anything for it, or pay $50,000 and own it, and after that 25 years, and it's also increased your home value by about 5 to 10%.
Right.
And you put nothing in from day one, and your first electricity payment is due 60 days after that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So you see that's you, right? Jason Coley?
Yeah.
In order for me, Coyle, I'm sorry.
Rhymes with Boyle.
I'm getting old, so I can't hear too much,
No
Jason.
problem.
So how it works is that we'll check your meter, and then if you qualify, it'll allow me to send you a digital card. and then that way you can talk to your wife.
Okay.
And here's the other thing I recommend, Jason, is that when we get it to you, then you and your wife look it over and then make a decision from there.
Right.
But right now you're making a decision without even knowing what the truth is.
Well, I mean, I've seen.
Yeah. So if I can show you a way where you don't have to owe money, and you have an option to buy it later on if you want to, that would make more sense, right?
Okay.
What you think, man? Yeah? Would you guys have given up on that, or what would you do differently?
I would have given up already.
Yeah? But the reason why I stepped in for you, which will kind of be quiet as we walk this way, but the reason why I stepped up was because he told you the same thing he just told me now, what his qualms were, right? Why he didn't want to do solar. Because you asked that was a good question. He told you because, one, he didn't want to have the debt.
Right.
So that was his main objection. He was honest to us about it up front. So, but then you went on to something else, and then that's when I saw him lose interest.
So I didn't overcome
because he didn't care about the other stuff. Yeah, he didn't care about the other stuff. Yeah. So he said it twice. So I just confirmed it the second time. So I know now that's the main problem. Hey, did you have a problem with solar? No, it's not me. Oh, I meant your wife. Does your wife have? No, it's not the wife. It's really the dad. Oh, okay. Now I'm listening to you. Which a lot of people.
Is that what you want?
Yep, that's perfect. So what we'll do, Jason, is that...
Richard.
I'm sorry, Richard. Yeah, Richard.
Okay.
So what we do is we go back the full 12 months here.
Okay.
And you can see your actually monthly kilowatt hour usage.
Right.
And so our engineers will actually design a system specifically tailored just for your house.
Right.
But I'm going to put it in the actual computer Aurora software that will spit out the exact amount.
Okay.
And our goal here is to find out what your average is and get you into a lower fixed payment for you and your family. Right?
Okay.
Yep. 1086. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is that, one, you're going to probably talk to your wife today or tomorrow?
Yeah, she's...
Assuming everything's good with your wife, when is a typical good time for you guys?
Anytime. We're retired, so anytime.
Oh, nice. What'd you do for a living?
I was working for the government.
Nice. Nice. So now you're enjoying the good life.
Well, kind of.
Yeah?
As much as you can when you're 73.
73? You don't look 73.
Yeah, well, thanks.
Now, my engineer is going to spend about 30 or 45 minutes, so hopefully she can convince her to say yes.
Yes, okay.
Because I want to help you save some money.
I know. Well, the other people want to save us money, too.
But you know what I will do for you, honestly? Once I get that back from the design, from our engineers, if I can't save you money, I'm going to save both you, me and you time.
Right.
And I'm just going to text you and say, Richard, I can't help you, unfortunately.
Right. Okay.
But if I text you back, say, hey, I'm going to save you a tremendous amount of money, it's because I can.
Right.
Fair enough?
Right. Yeah.
All right. Thank you for your time, sir.
Okay, and your name was?
Jacob.
Jacob.
And I'm going to send you some information here shortly.
Okay, great.
All right?
Richard.
Thanks, Richard.
Appreciate
All right. The truth, man, and not to sound cocky, but dude, every no, man, I'm being for real, because people always ask sometimes, especially Garrett knows, dude, you get new people in, they're like, dude, where's the secret neighborhood at? Where's the spot at, man? Dude, it's anywhere you go. It's all about you talking to people. I've gone and had some success with what we call the hood. Actually, sometimes I have more success in the hood because I can relate to more people and their pain and all that, you know. But, dude, people are people, man. They all want to be helped, right? And it's about you and your internal belief, knowing that you can help those people. We're not even selling. I don't even like to say that. We're doing them a service. And so when people, you hear them say, what are you selling? I'm not selling anything, sir. I'm actually here to help you, period. And some people don't believe that, but that's their own ignorance, not mine. And I don't take it personally. That's part of the mental thing. See what I'm saying? Now, you'll get into some neighborhoods where you have, you know, lower income or whatever else, and they're really, truly hurting. So now you got to emphasize and be, you know, sympathetic and really feel their pain and help them out, because then they're going to eat out of your hand. But it's just different, man, because if you're authentic, people are going to open up to you, because who doesn't want help? Especially when someone comes and they really, truly wanting to help somebody. People see that. But if you're full of shit, people see that too. So that's why I say it doesn't matter what neighborhood you go in, man. It's about you. You guys see the difference? Like, we've been out here, what, an hour and a half? 2 hours? We knocked, what, maybe 10, 12 doors? But we got 3 solid appointments, 2 be-backs. But now you can go out into another neighborhood, try to rush your ass off, knock 50, 100 doors and get maybe the same results, but you've worked twice as hard. So it's not all about how many doors you knock, although it is, right? It's about how many people when you knock and you talk to, how many of it's quality, how many of it's not. A lot of people think, hey, do you want to get solar today? No, okay, buddy, and go to the next one, you know, and do that. That's not what we do, right? It's about being a good people person. It's about finding out what their pains are, what they need, what their wants are.
And that wraps it up. Remember, guys, if you're looking to get trained by great people like Jacob, Jackson, and a number of the other people in our team in the great state of Florida, you can hit us up in the link below. We are hiring in Tampa, Orlando, Miami, San Diego, Los Angeles, all over the entire country. And click one of these 2 videos. YouTube thinks you're going to like it a lot.